Kick things off. Our CEO and founder of the Tampa Bay Innovation Center is going to do the welcome and start the agenda. So thank you very much for coming. We'll have a couple of different presentations at the beginning. We'll get into the fireside chat, and there will be time for some Q&A afterwards. So again, thank you, and Tanya, take it away. Oh, I had to set up your slides. Yep.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for taking your time out to be with us here this evening. We're very excited about the program and having Opal Perry from POTS coming up and speak later on. In the meantime, though, I want to thank Chris Steinacher and the St. Pete Chamber for hosting us. I'd like to invite my friend and colleague of a few years, a couple of decades at least, to come up and say a few words on behalf of the Chamber. And honestly, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tanya. Well, welcome, everybody. I am Chris Steinacher, President and CEO of the St. Petersburg Area Chamber of Commerce. First time for everybody to be in the room? Yes. Okay, perfect, good. Our chamber is 126 years old. We were created on the notion that, hey, there's an idea for that waterfront, let's make it a port, and let's make business come out of that port. And our Chamber of Commerce started by going, we don't want that. We came here for other reasons. So our founders came here for a quality of life. They were the ones that created the newspaper and the Gandy Bridge and everything else. They created industry, but they came here for a different kind of business, a business that would honor our waterfront and honor this land that they thought was sacred. So if you feel like there's a difference in St. Pete as how it was created over the region, it was done differently. We saw what other communities were doing and said, no, there might be a different way to do that. So what we are now standing on are shoulders of people who made courageous decisions that other communities didn't about how they're going to use their resources. And we stand to be the victors of that because now we have a livable, walkable, amazing downtown, 7 miles from the best beaches in the world, access to every part of our region, simple and easy, both on our water. And now we have the first bus rapid transit system in the Tampa Bay area that takes people seamlessly from downtown to our beaches and back, and soon maybe over across the bridge to our airport. So St. Pete is the right place to be. If you think that you feel like, man, something's happening here, do you believe this? But every day in Pinellas County in the last 12 months, every day, $1.1 million of new net wealth is moving here. So somebody is moving out of here, heading out over the Tallahassee line, taking their money. Someone's coming in on the other way, heading south into Florida and into Pinellas County, and they've got $1.1 million extra dollars in their pockets. So if you think things are getting pricey up here, it is. So we're dealing with all kinds of issues that might deal with pricing issues for our employees. So affordable housing is the number one issue that I'm focused on because I want my employees and myself to be able to work here for the rest of our lives. So that is what we're trying to deal with is success. Any businesses ever have success and try to deal with them? That's what our St. Pete community is trying to do. We don't want to lose that cool, funky vibration that we feel here. We support our locals. Our chamber is focused on every entrepreneur. We believe if we feel like we can make you feel safe, that you matter and you belong, you'll do great things in our community. And boy, that's proven itself out. In fact, our entrepreneurs now, every day, in the last 12 months, every day, we create 74 jobs in Pinellas County. Every day. So we're pretty busy too. So we're not sitting on the beach playing. We are working very hard and we're trying to create the most beautiful, most wonderful community led by entrepreneurs because we believe if the entrepreneur has their way, they can create every other solution that we need. So thank you for coming out to the chamber. I'm excited to hear about what we're doing next. And Tanya has been a friend of mine for over 20 years in this space. She is the only one that I trust when it comes to this kind of work, so I'm very glad to have you, Tanya.
Yeah, I didn't know you for the first 126 years. Thank you. But anyway, thank you for the good work and the good work of the Chamber. The Chamber does have entrepreneurship committees, and we work closely with other organizations as well as the Chamber to spearhead the growth for the startup economy here locally. And that's really key to adding to those 74 jobs a day. We're hoping to make that number even higher. So now I'd like to invite Duke Energy. I have Lisa and Ben with me. We're very proud to announce tonight that Duke Energy has given us a grant for a total of $15,000 to help us market a new center. And this comes at a pivotal point of the Tampa Bay Innovation Center's growth. To be able to market that center starting after the first of the year through a social media campaign and kind of get it off the ground. Well, we have great traction already. As you saw the recent announcement, or not so recent now, almost a year ago with ARK Invest. We are having conversations with individuals from all over the globe for this space. So we're very excited to be able to do this check presentation tonight. The other thing that I want to mention, and Lisa and Ben may not be aware of, is that some years ago, Duke Energy gave us a grant for $35,000 to spearhead our Co-Starters program. And to date, since the launch of that program, we have graduated 250 individuals, creatives and technology companies, kind of as a Business Canvas 101 course. And every year we have 2 or 3 cohorts in partnership with Creative Pinellas. So that program alone has been a great seeded effort, and we're hoping the social media campaign will be the same. I'd like to have Dean Akers, who's on our board of directors, come up with me to accept the check, please. And of course, Lisa, and Ben, if you have anything you'd like to add, would be great.
We're just so excited to be a part of this and be able to help you guys share the great news of your new location. Awesome.
This is,
I'm sorry.
having Kathy join our board and then have Kathy come to the Pinellas County area and bring ARC here is a huge win for this region. What Tanya's done, though, for the entrepreneur community is insane. She and I met 120 years ago. And when she and I first met, entrepreneurship was considered a cuss word, literally. I mean, it was almost like crazy. And she spearheaded it and kept going and has grown this great organization. And I'm so proud to have her as a friend, but all what she's done for the whole region for entrepreneurs. Thank you, Tony.
Dean's been with us a while, as you noted. Started off in our early series with Tech Talk, talking about all the great work he has been doing as a serial entrepreneur and mentoring our clients. So I can't thank you enough for your engagement with the center all these years and for your continued engagement, Dean. So now I'd like to talk a little bit about the new center and give you just a brief update before we get into the real reason you're here today, is to be into the fireside chat with Local Perry. But the new center, we're so excited about it. Just imagine, less than a year from now, this new center will be open. It will attract startups that will impact our local economy. It will be a home for innovators and entrepreneurs. We're hoping that it will serve to attract students at our local academic institutions, along with professors and researchers, because most of those individuals like to be around like-minded people. And additionally, for us, the center itself will really be an attraction for investment, which generates wealth for our startups and generates wealth back into our local community. So in less than a year from now, it'll all start taking off. So we're very excited about it. So many of you may or may not be aware, but this is a public-private partnership. We partnered with Pinellas County Economic Development. We also have partnered with the City of St. Petersburg, ARC Invest, and the Federal Economic Development, ARC Invest, City of St. Petersburg, and County. All our government partners who have been wonderful to support this project. County for many years, other institutions more recently. But what does this partnership look like? Well, what will the center do? So in the center itself, it's really designed to support entrepreneurs, the entire facility. It's more than a space. So we have an office space, we have conference rooms, we have an event center, which is something we've never had in our 20 years of operation. We have innovation and media labs, and then we have a community cafe, and so a coffee shop, but it's more than a coffee shop. It's not just for the tenants, the clients in the building, it's for our community at large to come in and plug in, to work with other innovators, and to kind of share thoughts and ideas and exchanges. The neighborhoods surrounding that location are very excited about that opportunity, and the university is just actually 1 block away from us as well to engage students. So this is where we are located. We're on the corner of 11th and 4th Street South. As you can see here, the Innovation Center, I don't think this has a pointer on it, it's in the pink spot. The brown area up there, kind of gray brown, is Johns Hopkins campus. We're kind of adjacent to that. There they have a 110,000 square foot research center, and they actually focus on pediatrics. Additionally, you have Bayfront Hospital and Medical Center, St. Pete, right there in the blue, and they're getting ready to do a major expansion as well. And then we have University of South Florida right there in yellow. In the green area also is their College of Marine Science. They're getting ready to construct a brand new state-of-the-art facility. We have the Innovation Hub itself and other key partners that really, really make this glue together very nicely. So here's the facility for those of you who haven't seen it. Right now, we'll start with number A. That is the event center. It will hold over 225 individuals. Think pitch events. Think about tech talks and other events like this similar where we can host more than 40, 50 people in a room. We have classrooms that will host between 24 and 40 individuals. We have up to 3. We're going to start with 2. And then number E is really our key partners. Innovation partner space. We have 10,000 square feet total. ARC's going to take about half of that. We were working with another institute to take another 2,000 square feet to build that space out as well. So corporate innovation partners, partners who want to come in and bring their teams in, independent of the innovation center itself, would be perfect for that space itself. This is our headquarters. We'll have 40 offices dedicated to entrepreneurs, lounge seating for about 70 plus co-workers. We have podcast room, wellness rooms, and then we have an immersive reality lab and a prototyping lab. So think AR, VR, Meta, and then 3D printing and prototyping. So all in all, the center is posed within 3 years to create about 127 jobs and an economic impact of about 120 million, roughly. With ARC's Invest announcement, our consultant thinks this will be either 5x that number or 10x that number. So a huge impact. You may have read recently that ARC announced their interval fund. Now that is for stage B investment, but maybe an earlier stage capital venture group may also be formed. But the later stage is definitely already launched a couple weeks ago. We're looking on having other partners at the table to feed investment into the startups. So we already run incubator and accelerator programs, but now we're going to be adding more types of programs to that. We have education programs like we talked about, the seed money from Duke Energy for our creatives and our tech community. And then we'll have other networking opportunities. We were working on grants, hopefully in partnership with some of our local academic institutions for technology certification programs, and many more opportunities for the space itself. We have already done some partner events with ARC. We launched an NFT workshop on the future of NFTs. Our research team is there along, as well as Sigmund Growth Capital. And then more recently, we launched our Climate Tech Accelerator along with our corporate champions here today, which Duke Energy, Pod, and ARC Invest. And really, for us to talk about what's important in climate tech, it really comes down to a couple of things. Some of the technologies that are available are not cost effective for use, and some of them just haven't been invented yet. So for us to be able to lower greenhouse gas emissions, lower pollution, and then overall increase energy efficiency, we're going to have disruptive technology in the industry. And today, Ken, we have about 200 applications that are in process for this program, and it closes in a couple of weeks. So a huge demand for the program and the accelerator program. I know Luke sits on the advisory committee with PODS as well. Thank you for that. And as well as some of our partners at Duke Energy. The building itself has already received quite a bit of recognition. Economic Development, the international group, has already noted it as one of the success stories for 2022, especially based on the private-public partnership we've established with ARC and some other community partners. Additionally, the Economic Development Group, I said that already, sorry. ARC itself is going to have this Big Idea Summit. Now, I don't know if any of you have seen that. You can look at it virtually online, but they're looking at bringing it here. And then they're also hopefully think about South by Southwest. They're thinking about bringing a South by Southeast event, like here, into the region. So a huge impact that continues to grow our local startup community or tech community as a whole. And once again, I noticed the event center on there. This is the building as of yesterday. The 3rd floor is going up there. I'm very excited to see that go up vertical. It's a lot of concrete and steel, but I promise you, if you drive down 4th Street, it is quite the presence. You really can't miss that building. And so we're very excited to be able to have that building and be able to, kind of bring the opportunity for everything it represents for our region. So this is kind of where we are with our campaign goal. Overall, the building is around $19 million. The Economic Development Administration, about $11.3 million. The county has set aside $4 million. Our partnership with ARC brings in about $2 million. And then the city of St. Pete has donated land worth of $2 million. Additionally, we've been running a campaign for FFE, which will be a little bit over $1 million for the facility itself. It's 40,000 square feet worth of technology and furniture. And we're a little over 500,000 in actual donations in the door and commitments for that project. So we're still raising money. And then the other $500,000 would go towards beefing up our team. You know, Ken does a fantastic job, but I'm sure there are times he gets tired, and Joan with us as well. So beefing up the team when we open our doors as well. So there's some more stakeholders here that have been partners with us for the project. Florida Funders, Tampa Bay Ventures, the Innovation Foundation will be the event hall name. We have the Steinbergs, we have the Downtown Partnership, all investors into the program, and then we have a host of community partners that are making this a reality for us. So we're very excited about it. We welcome the opportunity to share more if anyone is interested, if anyone has any questions. But just think of overall, in less than a year from today, we'll be sitting in a room. Hopefully we'll have the hustle and bustle of all the entrepreneurship activities and the companies and clients around us. And that's really all I have. Now I'd like to invite Ken up here to talk about the next step what we're doing in the program. If you want to highlight the Climate Tech Initiative a little bit, and then invite people up to be part of the Fireside Chat.
Congratulations.
In addition to being the team photographer and driving by the site every 2 weeks to take a look at our pile of dirt and the concrete as it's going vertical, I run the accelerator program. And for the last 3 years, we've run through 5 cohorts. We've always kept them generic. So no industry specific. It's been B2B, so primarily looking at companies that are building solutions for enterprise solutions, enterprise customers. But we've been talking about climate tech for a long time. We've talked about healthcare. We talked about a lot of different issues, like where is the center of gravity for what the next wave of innovation is going to look like? Not just impacting the small companies that are creating some of the innovation, internal innovation inside the bigger corporations, the bigger enterprises, the corporate venture capital, the corporate development groups, the technologies and processes that are changing inside the enterprise environment. And so we took the chance of saying, let's just do a cohort just for climate tech. Now that's a really big umbrella. It could be energy generation, energy storage, smart grids, smart cities, transportation. The list goes on and on and on. It's on the website. Please go visit it because I don't remember all of them. But there's a lot of things that we can do to meet some of the goals that we're talking about for the climate tech issues and all the different abilities to have a good impact on that. And in the last couple of cohorts, we have one company, Cross Compute, which was in the last cohort here, which was looking at microgrids and looking at power generation and looking at some issues that would fall into the category of being a climate tech innovation. So we opened up the applications about a month and a half ago. We are over 200 applications now from all over the globe. We'll probably only take those that are in North America, Latin America, because if we're doing this online, it's kind of unfair to make someone stay up in the middle of the night in Tel Aviv or be up too early in the morning in Japan. But we have a lot of companies to choose from with a lot of great ideas. So we're looking forward to starting that program in January of next year. It's not too late for companies to apply, so if you know people that are working in this space or that want to work in this space, have them give me a call. I'll happily spend 15, 20 minutes talking about the initiatives, what we're doing, and how they can have an impact in that program and how we can help them do that.